And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of game it's going to be shared all over.
Now it's the right fielder. 5 for 5 yesterday. She was incredible to watch in that one. She's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those players because it's just different. So great, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
She swings and fouls one off. 2 out, space is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. The wind of the pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Ooh, she missed a mistake right there.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this hitter, her bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives her the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. She'll see another. That one ripped.
Go ball, go ball.
And that ball is gone. She sends a rocket to left. Her 7th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
That's a hit.
Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Foul ball there. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
No, good solid contact right there. Just a bit out in front of that fastball. Got to try to stay on that backside just a little bit longer and see if you can do some damage.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. Another homer. She's done it again. Her 2nd homer of the game. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-3.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And that is out of play.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out. Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one's gone. And she's gone yard again. That's her 3rd home run of the game. It's 11-4.
She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. And now the right fielder, number 1. And a chance to make some history here, Chris.
She's homered 3 times so far, and now she gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives her anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Second and third, 1 gone. Jake Bowers digs in now. On the ground, Betts. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Andrew Vaughn now. Runner takes off. Popped up. Nabs it, and that's the third out. Number 1 played brilliantly despite the loss. 3 homers in this one. Just a So 2 down. So now it's the White Sox DH. Fouled off left side. 2 out, space is empty. And it's fouled away.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Line drive and foul ball. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive.
Get going, ball.
And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A solo shot. That's her 4th home run of the series. And the White Sox jump out in front. It's 1-0. Singy, that's her 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. She's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. No, Boo, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. That one ripped left field.
Get up, get up.
And it's gone. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. Singy, somebody go track down that baseball. It's number 200.
200 career home runs, that's legitimate power at the plate, and that's something that a lot of players would dream of getting to.
Very loud contact and a home run that got out of here in a hurry, Singy. How about some exit velocity?
Yeah, really impressive, Boog. StatCast had that one at 115 off the bat, and clearly enough to carry it over the wall. She hit it right on the sweet spot. She's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If she takes that approach, she could bust this game wide open.
Swing and a foul out of play. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter.
0-2.
Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
Oh, man, that's a tough one to swallow. Had the distance, just couldn't keep it fair. Imagine how great that feels running around the bases when you've just hit a granny. She's got to dig back in, figure out a way. Maybe she can do it again.
The 0-2. Base hit. One run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 6-2. Well, she delivers in a huge spot right there.
Though she's so dialed in, I don't think she even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see players take in this situation.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Headed for the plate. One run across. Tag save. She goes to the swim move and scores. It's 8-2.
Well, I'm sure the catcher is frustrated right now, but you got to tip your cap. This is just a great bit of base running. Coming home, she knew it was going to be close at the plate, and she worked that swim move perfectly to make it in safely.
Here's the White Sox DH. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. She's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but she can absolutely move, and it is a factor in her game. And first offering is fouled off.
But this player is definitely a plus runner, but what I love about her is that she goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's players like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 on, 1 out. Battling here as she fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this hitter, her bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives her the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a swing and a drive. Left field, and she knew it. And she's gone yard again. Her third home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 11-2.
She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
Next is the designated hitter, number 1, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
She's homered 3 times so far, and now she gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives her anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. Another homer. Her 4th home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 13-5.
First pitch swinging, and she got the fastball. She knew exactly what to do with it, too.
Let's take another look at it, but this time with the help of StatCast.
Well, this one wasn't hit that high, but when you can launch it at 111 miles per hour off the bat and get some backspin, it'll carry enough to get out of here.
Number one really stood out in this win. A sensational 4-homer effort at the dish.
Well, they may want to change how they approach her next time because
so now it's the White Sox DH. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. She's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Throw on to Freeman, and that will end the inning. And we're back. So here's the lefty, number one. Singing she's a pitcher that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, if you remember last year, this pitcher had 19 wins, and that's an impressive number. And hopefully she took into the offseason motivation to get to 20, because anytime you get close to sort of one of those, next level benchmarks and don't get there, it's a good thing because you had a successful season, but it also leaves a kind of a bitter taste in your mouth because you didn't get to that level. So we'll see what kind of chip she pitches with on that shoulder this year.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And Freddie takes the K.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone. And a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
And a big swing and a miss.
She just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
That one just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
1-1.
Up the middle. Gets it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. On to the second now. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran outfielder, Kyle Tucker. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. Right through there for a strike.
Well, it looks like she's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
And a swing and a miss. That K is her third of the game.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, she expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. She gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
And a foul ball. Betts was driving the offense for them in his last game with 5 RBIs.
Man, a 5 RBI game like he had, that's pretty special. I only did that once, but I had 5 hits that day, and it came only 4 days after I had a 4 RBI game. Not trying to toot my horn, but it was a pretty good week. She's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate her a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So no runs. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Will Smith.
Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop she was dealing with at the plate.
Tommy Edman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Edman launched a homer in his most recent game. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a swing and a miss, down on strikes, and that's 6 Ks for her in this one.
Man, it's almost unfair that she can just pull that knuckleball out of her pocket and throw it up there in addition to her other pitches. It's unlike anything else she throws, and because she doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
0-1 down. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a
sets him down looking. And she strikes out the side here in the 3rd. 2 outs, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Yeah, that's fouled off. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this hitter, her bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives her the ability to foul off tough pitches.
On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. There's a swing and a drive.
Get up, ball.
And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
Clearly she was geared up for the fastball right there. Maybe got a little jumpy and excited out of the hand, but she's certain.
She swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game.
And that keeps her hitting streak going. She's making this look way easier than it is, Boog. Setting the record is hard enough, but to keep upping it every day like she is, I don't really know what to say anymore.
At this point, it honestly feels like it's runner takes off for third. A swing and a soft liner. And that's a base hit. In comes the first run of the game as the White Sox take the lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Takes an inside pitch and just fillets it over there to left field. And that's all he had to do is get something to the outfield grass to push that run across.
Freeman leading things off and takes a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Tosses to first, and Freeman is retired. And the batter now, Hesung Kim. And that's in there at the knees.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's her 8th strikeout of the game.
Well, she's had a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break her rhythm. Put the bat on the ball. Maybe try to bunt for a base hit. Get her off the mound. Move her around. Step out. Do something to interrupt her timing because she's coming right after her.
Tosses to first. She has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2.
So you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location.
Got him looking with the knuckler for strike 3.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
And now it's Mookie Betts. Late with the swing there. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
The left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
She deals. Got it. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikes.
1 out, bases empty.
Number 1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Her 8th of the series. It's 4-0. And that's her 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if she goes a game or 2 without hitting a home run, she's going to feel like she's going to get sit down to the minor leagues. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like she did right there.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, and up to the plate is Will Smith. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Got her. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day. And here comes Tommy Edman. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Edman.
Swing and a miss. It's strike 1 on
No balls,
Edman.
1 strike.
Fought off foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, third
Here's
base.
Muncy to hit.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swings through that one.
So far, she's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make her work in the zone a little more.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Dodgers down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base
No
runners on.
balls, 2 strikes.
And the 0-2. He goes down looking.
Now batting, number
Here's the
6.
second baseman, Hesung Kim, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In for a strike, 0-1. The Dodgers still looking for their first hit in this one. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss, and she got him. What a game she's having. 16 Ks now. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Ohtani now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, they've kept him pretty
0-2.
quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the...
And add another K. That's number 17. What a game. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 4-0.
Now batting, number 1.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. Another homer. That's 9 homers this series, and they add on. It's 7-0. She only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Leading up.
This game's
for
a
the
bit of a
Dodgers,
blowout, Singy. Let's
the
talk
right
about
fielder,
something random.
Kyle.
Let's do it.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky
0-1.
Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
He
in the
lived
Hall
in your
of
neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with them.
0-1.
And that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
I mean, trying to hit that pitch immediately after seeing a good fastball on the pitch before, just a brutal task, man. I don't envy this at all. You almost have to sit fastball and hope you get one you can put in place so you don't have to deal with the potential of seeing the knuckleball with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss there.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I tell you what, she's got a good one.
Swings through it for the K. And she strikes out the side for the 5th time today. Incredible. So now 24 have been set. Now here is number 1. She's got a couple homers already, so could she possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course she can. Those 2 she hit were legit, and she looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Jokes off of first with 2 away. Laser could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He'll score easily. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me.
Runner breaks for third. That's ball 4. Throw. Save.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
2 gone with runners at the corners. Andrew Vaughn now. This to third. Sends it to first. And the inning is over. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Will Smith. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game. And strike 1 to the catcher.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Foul ball, still 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
She's desperately looking for that swing and miss. She's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Well, these are the scary ones off the mask. The technology has improved quite a bit to protect the catchers and the umps. I definitely think it helped this time. Looks to me like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, and no one likes to see the umpires take shots like that, but you're right, Boog. It looks like he's shaking it off.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground right side. Vaughn takes it to the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
26 up and 26 down. 1 more out for a perfect game. This is awesome, Boog.
On the verge of baseball history here, and certainly one of the most dominating pitching performances we've seen. Everyone locked in right now. They're down to their final strike.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game.
Just unbelievable. I was nervous up here in the booth. I can only imagine what her teammates and even she felt out there on the mound closing this thing out. Everyone will remember this perfect game. It'll be notched in Cooperstown forever.